There are only two major solutions that we can find to improve our financial strength. Either we have to do a job, either we have to build a business. So let's talk about job first of all. Become an employee or self-employed. When you are trying to become an employee or self-employed, and when you are trying to do a job, how you are going to generate your income? Why majority of the employees in the world are not satisfied with their existing living standards and existing income? Think, if you are an employee or self-employed, and if you are still looking out for different solutions to generate better income, which means you are not satisfied with your existing income. Why majority of the employees in the world are not satisfied with their existing income? To understand that, we need to figure out how do they generate their income. So when you think about an employee or self-employed, they are generating their income using this type of formula. They trade their time and skill for money. Through that, they generate their income. So there are two factors that they are using to generate their income: time and skill. If you consider about time, how many hours within a day an employee can work to make money? Can anybody in the world work more than 24 hours in a day to generate an income? Not at all. So the maximum level that they can use time to make money is 24 hours. But do you think anybody can work 24 hours every day to make money? No. As an average, an employee will work 8 to 10 hours within a day to make money. If the employee is going to work more than 10 to 15 hours, what will happen? That employee will become a sick person, because his or her health condition will start to degrade if employee is trying to work more than 10 to 15 hours within a day. Still, many of employees are trying to improve their skill set and the knowledge and the qualifications to improve their income. Most of the employees are trying to do masters, PhDs, and more certified course modules and more qualifications trying to add behind their name. But still, majority of the employees are unable to increase their income as to the expected level, even though they are adding more and more qualifications behind their name. What is the reason? Let me tell you the exact reason. Even though you are trying to add more and more skills under your qualifications, can you have two different professional qualifications under you? Let's say you are an engineer, and meantime you are trying to be a doctor. Can you have both of these skills together? I don't think so. Very tiny percentage of people in the world will have such capability, but mass majority doesn't have that capability to develop two different skills to generate more and more income. So with respect to an individual, the amount of skill that he or she can acquire is limited to that person. So even though you are trying to increase your income as an employee or self-employed, it always gets stagnant at a point, because you cannot increase the amount of hours that you are working within a day, and you cannot increase the amount of skills that you can develop within you after a certain level. So as you cannot increase these two factors to an unlimited level, your income will not become unlimited. It will get stagnant. It will get stuck at a point. That is why even though employees are working 30 to 40 years in their life, even after 30 to 40 years, still they cannot achieve that they were dreaming of, because they cannot save enough amount of money to have that dream life even after 50, 60 years old in their life. I hope you will agree with me when you're thinking about your senior members in your families or with your colleagues. You can understand this scenario. This is a very practical scenario. You can identify the same situation with all the people that you are associating with. So it is very clear, trying to generate an income through an employment or self-employment will not help you to overcome the existing financial disabilities. Even though employees are working so hard but unable to generate an expected amount of money to live their life to the expected level, entrepreneurs or business owners are not putting that much of hard work, but still living a dream life. How can that be possible? What is the secret behind entrepreneurs and big business owners to achieve their dreams without working that much hard for 30, 40 years in their life? To figure out that secret, again, we need to identify their income formula. How do they generate their income? Entrepreneurs or big business owners generate their income using a system and human resource. What is a system? A proven set of instructions and guidelines to operate an organization along with 500 or more than 500 employees. Most important thing that you need to understand, a system can upgrade it to any level, which means there are no limitations for a system. As an example, think about any local restaurant and compare it with the global food chain or restaurant chain, such as McDonald's. Some of the local restaurant foods are much tastier than McDonald's food. But still, McDonald's has spread throughout the world, having more than 30,000 outlets and connecting with millions of people worldwide. How can that be possible? It is possible because local restaurant doesn't follow a system. System is inside the owner's head. But McDonald's is not getting operated by the owner himself. There is a system in place. Because of that, McDonald's restaurant chain has been able to open up more and more outlets worldwide and touch more and more customers in different parts of the world. Hence, they are generating huge amount of profits from each and every branch in the world. But yet, McDonald's owners haven't developed different methods or systems to manage each and every branch in the world. They have just developed one single system or operation process, and they are upgrading it to a level that they can manage more and more branches. And think about human resource. Unemployment is the biggest crisis in the world right now. There are millions of people who are looking out for places to work and make money. Still, there are people who are already having jobs, but still looking out for better income opportunities, better salaries, better working environments. So for a big business owner or for an entrepreneur, hiring employees is not that a big deal. There are millions of people who are willing to work in big, better, stable organizations. So which means the people is unlimited. They can hire any amount of people because unemployment itself has become millions. So you can clearly understand if the system has no limits, if it can upgrade it to the next level every time, and if there are no limitation with people who are ready to work for a better, stable organization. For an entrepreneur, their income will not get stuck at a point. Whenever they upgraded their system and whenever they hire more and more employees working under that system, their profit, their income will grow. Hope you can understand why rich becoming richer and richer every day, because of their income formula. So if you're thinking to change your living standards, if you're planning to have financial freedom, what you simply need to do, change the way of generating your income. If you are still trading your time and skill to make money, then start changing it to build a system and make other people working under that system to generate profits for you. But I know what is the question in your mind right now. Building a business is so risky. That is what we have taught from our childhood. Business is risky. Starting a business is too risky. Building a business, you can have no guarantee whether you will become succeed or fail. Yes, I agree with you. Business always carries a certain level of risk itself. But what about job? A job is risky. Is that what you have thought? Where you can find jobs? Only within a business. Am I correct or not? There are no employments if there are no businesses. If there is a business, then there will be employments. So if the business is a risky thing, if it gets fail, what will happen to the jobs? Job will get vanished. So if you are trying to become an employee because business is risky, job is 2 times risky. One, if the business get failed, you will lose the job. Second thing is the most dangerous one. Technology replace jobs. Most of the entrepreneurs and big business owners are very much happy to replace human employees through automated machines and automated systems. They will just need to have a handful of human employees to assist the automated system. Even though the technological advancements helping people to enhance their living standards, on the other side, it replaces huge amount of jobs from the market. All these jobs from labor to driver to doctor are getting replaced already in the world through these automated machines and robots. There are automated robots who can do human brain surgeries with higher accuracy than a human doctor. I hope you can understand this situation very clearly. Job is much more riskier than a business nowadays.